Hello. Welcome to Reading Sprints, everybody. I'm joined by a new friend on screen, Claire, who joined in the comments, and then we've brought you
Yeah,
over to the other side, haven't we?
I am. Yeah, I'm on the other side now.
Yeah. So it's nice to see you and actually chat, because I think it's lovely to chat in comments, but I think you can't quite have a conversation in the same way as you
Yeah,
can on
definitely for
screen.
sure.
So I had an interesting day. I interviewed Beth Threekles today, who wrote The Kissing Booth.
hmm
Um, so we that's going to go up on my YouTube a bit. So I feel like I've been on camera for quite a few hours today. I did that this morning, and then I've had kind of a chaotic afternoon running errands. So I feel like it's nice to just sit down now and get a few things done this evening. So what are you planning to do in the sprints? Is it going to be a reading evening for you?
I think probably a reading evening. There is football going on because we're a
Okay.
Manchester United family, so there's a big
Oh,
final
okay.
that's on tonight. So that'll be
Amazing.
going on. But I'm not a huge football fan, but my family is. So yeah,
Yeah, I am. I'm with you there. My brother supported Man U growing up, and I was the only
yeah,
one in my family who didn't understand football. So I would occasionally like rear my head when it was a big match, but otherwise I'd just retreat behind the
yeah,
book.
yeah. I'm more a Formula One fan. So
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
yeah,
interesting. A lot of people have been talking to me about Formula One lately, and I keep thinking, oh, that's something I need to try, but I haven't actually watched any of it yet. Apart from, I quite like films about Formula One randomly,
hmm
like the Chris Hemsworth film Rush. I really enjoyed that, and
yes, yeah, yeah.
there's a
Love that
Brad
one.
Pitt one coming out, and I
Mhm.
was like, oh, Brad Pitt and Formula One. That sounds like a good combo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think probably a reading night. So I still haven't finished The Burning Girls yet.
Okay.
It's not
No
the book,
judgment
it's
here.
me because I've just been really busy and I haven't had a chance to pick it up. I'm still at the 40% mark and I was enjoying it when I was reading it. So I think once I'm in it, I think it'll start to come back to us again. So because I need to get
Yeah.
it right because it's my in-person book club book
Oh,
for the
okay.
month of May. So I need to get it done by the start of June. So I've still got time.
Yeah, I feel like you're in a good place, and there's nothing like a bit of pressure, is there, for getting you to turn the pages.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, so this will be probably my Kindle read. So I want to try and get a bit more progress in that. So
Okay, very good. Well, I'm doing sadly not interesting writing or reading stuff tonight. I've got a few admin things to do because I've got MCM Comic Con Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm really conscious that I've got lots of things to juggle over, like my normal tick over stuff needs doing now, basically. And
yeah.
I got a few emails today that I need to reply to before Comic Con because some of them are about Comic Con. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be sitting here probably pouting because I'm doing admin. I have got one nice thing. My editor sent me the pages of They Own the Night is all designed up now.
Oh, that's
So
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 exciting.
there's still a couple of design tweaks, but mostly it's nearly there. So I've kind of seen it as a book now, which is really cool. And printed out, it looks really nice. So
Yeah, and I will say I do own your
oh,
books, by the way. I love them. I love
thank
them
you. I feel
dearly.
like in one of the comments, did I sign them for you somewhere?
I think I have got a signed one. Yes,
Did
I
you you
do.
didn't
I
you didn't
do.
get them? I didn't personalize it. Have I met you somewhere then? Have we met in real life?
No.
So was it from the rabbit hole or somewhere like that? Did you do a
I think
pre-order?
so. I think so.
Okay, yeah, because I know that I've done like personalized pre-orders on my website and I do them for
Yes.
indie shops sometimes. So it might have been
Yeah.
that. I was because I was thinking I don't recognize you from Comic Cons and stuff, but I meet so many
No,
people.
no.
Sometimes I just lose a face, and my husband's really good at remembering everybody I've met, and sometimes I just get a bit overwhelmed and it's gone. So it's not anything personal. I'm not a diva. I've just got no facial recognition. I don't think.
Yeah, I would be like, you probably meet so many people and just like you can't remember everybody. So
Yeah, I really try. Apparently, Holly Jackson's really good at that. I'm not quite as seasoned at the big events yet, so I'll get there
oh yeah, I
maybe.
love Holly Jackson's books. They are
Yeah,
definitely some of my favorites.
they are. They're really good. I've been at events with her, and at one point we were at a signing table next to each other, and I've not properly been able to talk to her because sometimes you don't cross paths because you're doing stuff at the same
Mm,
time. So, and same as Beth, I met her at a book launch a few weeks ago, which is when I asked her to come on and do the
yeah.
interview. But we'd done the same thing, like we were at Yalk together last year, but not.
Mhm.
We kind of saw each other across the room, and that was it. So I feel like I've distantly met some of these cool people, but not actually. Like Alice Oseman, I very briefly, my friend Lauren introduced me to her, but that was it, like a fleeting hello. I really like your books, and then I ran away. And she had to run away to do an event, and that was it. So yeah, I'm gonna have my check through of my pages. Basically, she's asked me to check some stuff that she's changed since I saw last. They've changed the layout a bit, so I need to check that, but it looks fine so far. And then I've got some admin things to do, and I'm trying to look where my book is. I can't see my book. This shows how little reading I've done this week. I'm like, where's my books? I can show you what I'm reading. My son just wander around with my books in his hands, so it could have got ferreted away to one of his piles somewhere. Hopefully I'll get to read a bit tonight, but I'm just not sure it is gonna happen. Reading is just not really the thing at the moment. It's like life plus work plus, everything in between at the moment for me. Let's see what the people in the comments are doing, and then maybe we can dive in and do some reading and work. So, hi, Stephen. Yes, I was just thinking the same thing.
Thank you.
Thank you, book friends. Yeah, I'm with you, Stephen. I think we've had this conversation about sport before. Do you ever watch World's Strongest Man at Christmas?
No, I've never seen it.
See, that's the only thing. Every year we sit down, and it's only over a couple of weeks period. I think they do it all the way through the year, but they put them all on TV together, and that is the only. I'm sure it's called a sport. It's like an individual sport. Obviously, they kind of compete against each other as individuals, and I really like that. It's the only sport I've ever watched, and obviously I've got no got no ability in strength, but
yeah. So I'll just need 2 seconds. Just need to.
Oh yeah, go for it. I'm just going to chat to Kasia. So yeah, go for it. It's very chill here. I miss you too as well. We need to do an on-screen thing. I feel you. This year has been. I ran into a friend today and was like, I haven't seen you for I think 5 months. To one of my really close friends. We've just all been so busy. So let's do an on-screen catch-up soon, please, Kasia, and an in-person one, hopefully, if you can make it to Comic Con again. I am really good. I hope Claire is too. She's just had to pop off for a second. It does look like a Wicked calendar, doesn't it? We'll have to ask Claire when she comes back. I still haven't watched Wicked, Caroline, and anybody else who cares to hear me. I think it's on streaming services now, isn't it? I missed it at the cinema, and then I was waiting for it to come on streaming services, and I've not had a chance to check. I've been really rubbish at catching up with films lately. There was literally the Brad Pitt one I saw advertised and thought, oh, I need to watch that. But again, it'll probably be streaming services. But we have booked to go and see the new Stitch movie on Friday, I think it is. When we're in London, we're going to go to an Everyman cinema. I don't know whether anybody in the comments has Everyman cinemas near them. They're really nice, like cozy ones with comfy sofas and stuff. So we're going to do my son's first Everyman cinema experience and go and see Lilo and Stitch. So I don't know what they'll think of it being like the real Stitch and the real Lilo, because we're quite a fan of the cartoon ones. Do you know what? That is a really good idea, because what will happen is I'll get obsessed, won't I? And then go, where's the rest of it? And I'll have to wait. Do you know when part 2 is coming out, Caroline? Because what maybe I need to do is watch part 1 just before and then go to the cinema and watch part 2. I think I need to do that. I think we'll start a sprint. I think and Claire can join us when she comes back. So let us mark where we're up to in the comments. I will go and do my boring tasks and hopefully get to do something fun at the end of it. But yeah, I'm going to mute myself, and I've marked where we're up. Whoops. Oh, this year. Amazing. I've got no concept of time. I don't even know when the first film came out. Maybe I could go and see it. Oh, Claire's back. Oh, was she back for a second? Oh yeah, you're there. Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that. We've just we ordered some food in, so it just came there. So
amazing. Well, we're going to go to sprints, aren't we? So that's perfect timing. Somebody just asked before you go, is that a Wicked calendar in the background?
It is. I'm a massive Wicked fan.
See, I love the musical. I was just saying I've not seen the first film, and Caroline in the comments.
You haven't seen the film? Oh my god, it's amazing.
No. I have a young child who's too young to see it, so it just doesn't happen. Stuff like that doesn't happen. I'm going to see Stitch on Friday because he can come with me. He's a little bit young for Wicked. I think some of his friends have watched it, but I don't think he's quite there yet in terms of interest level in it. I don't think he'd know what's going on. So yeah,
really
Caroline,
good. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, maybe when it comes out, actually, maybe he'll be ready for it. But Caroline was saying that the second one comes out in November, so maybe I should save the first one till then, watch it just before.
Yeah, and then you can binge it back to back. Yeah.
Yeah, because my birthday's in November, so that might be a nice treat to me
Oh,
to go and watch
exciting.
both Wicked. And the problem is that I'll get obsessed, won't I? And then I want all the merch, and that'll be my birthday taken over by Wicked stuff.
Yeah, that was me last year for Christmas. A lot of Wicked merch, so which I'm not complaining about. So
there's so much nice stuff. Like I keep seeing notebooks around and stuff like that, but I'm like, I can't buy stuff until I watch the film. That seems ridiculous, even by my standards. Okay, so you go and eat and enjoy, and I will pop the timer on, and we will reconvene in 40 minutes. See you in a little bit. Hello. Did the kitty get you, Claire? Were you prepared? Oh, sorry, I think you're still muted. Hang on.
Oh, am I muted? Sorry.
Yeah,
There we
sorry, I
go.
think it was me. I might have remuted you. Did the kitty get you, or were you all right?
There we go.
Yeah, it gets me every time. I was waiting for it this time, and I still did a little jump when the kitty meowed. Was your tea nice?
Yes, it was good, and I did do a little bit of reading, so I've got to the halfway mark now, which is good.
Oh, awesome! I feel that's good progress. You're only in the early 40 somethings when you
Yeah,
started.
I was like
So
42% when I started.
yeah,
So like once a minute, it goes by really, really quickly, and I do tend to read a lot faster when I'm reading on my Kindle anyway. So, but
yeah, so do I.
it's going good. It's going good.
Good. Have you read any other CJ Tudor books? I can't remember
No,
what you
this is
said.
my first one.
See, I think if you like that one, you'll probably really enjoy. Oh gosh, is it called The Gathering? The vampire one that she wrote recently that came out. I think her most recent one. That's really, really good. I think that's my favorite. It probably for me it goes The Gathering and then The Burning Girls as my second
Oh,
favorite.
interesting. Okay.
But my friend Sharon would tell you she really likes, I think it's The Taking of Annie Thorne, or is it The Other People? There's one about child abduction that I haven't read, and it's apparently amazing, but I just can't read a child abduction book. So
yeah, I mean, I don't have kids myself, but I do feel a wee bit funny about reading like child abduction books. It always makes you really, really sad.
yeah, I'm glad that it's
So,
not just me. And I don't know whether it's something, I mean, obviously you're in that position and you don't have a law person, therefore maybe I won't ever get over it. But
mhm.
I know I don't think I've ever liked it, but I think it's certainly the last 5 or 6 years it's really bothered me. So
Yeah, I mean, like TV shows as well, like dramas and things. If it's about a missing child, it always just makes you really upset.
yeah, I
So,
don't like it. And I buddy watch films with my friend Shelley, and we've sort of laughed at the last 2 films. We I watch them virtually, so we'll both have it on, but we'll be like zooming as we
mhm.
watch it. And we keep accidentally picking ones of stuff happening to children. I'm like, oh, could we just not? We need to check the content warnings more closely because 2 in a row, which we're going to watch the new Fear Street film next, I think. And I think that's teenagers. So I'm all right
Yeah,
once the teenagers, they can sort themselves out. I'm
yeah,
not too worried about that. I'm really glad you're enjoying it. I hoped you would.
it's good. Yeah, I think the horror, creepy stuff is starting to creep in a bit more now, which I'm really, really enjoying. And I really
Yeah,
like CG Tudor's writing. The stick dolls are really, really freaking me out. I
yeah,
don't like it. I don't like
I
it.
know. Yeah, it's got a real like folk horror angle that I think, hasn't it? And I
Yeah,
think what
I've
she
never
does
really
really,
read something like this either, where
yeah,
it's like quite heavy on the cult kind of religion side, because obviously that she's a
yeah.
vicar. So I've never really read something like this before. So this is totally out of my comfort zone. I probably would never pick this up if it wasn't for my in-person book club. But I'm
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really, really enjoying it. So
I love that. That doing stuff like that can sometimes make you find a new author. I ended
mhm.
up picking up a T. Kingfisher book, and I own a couple, but my
Yeah.
library had one, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just get this because it's from the library, and I'm obsessed now. I can't stop reading them, and I'm having the same problem as you. I really want to read it, and I've just not got any time. So this
Yes.
book keeps looking at me.
Yeah, I think I've only read one TK Fisher, and it's the one that's about baking, but I can't remember the full title of it.
Oh, do you know
It's
what?
like
I
a
can't remember the
cozy
title of.
fantasy kind of vibe.
Oh, yeah. See, I haven't read the fantasy one. I'm on one. I feel like it might be called The Lonely Ones or something like that, where it's a woman who's clearing out her grandmother's house. Her grandmother lives
Mhm.
in the woods, and there are creepy things happening in the woods and
Whoa.
getting closer. And like when you said folk horror, it made me think because this is my first, apart from The Burning Girls, it's
Mhm.
probably the most folk horror book that I've read, and I'm really enjoying it. Like
Yeah.
I'm leaning into the kind of creepy bones
Yeah, I
and
need to try T.
strange.
Kingfisher's horror. I haven't tried any of her horror yet, so
I'd recommend that one. I'll have to find the name of it, and when I find the book, it's somewhere in my house. When it's really, really eerie, and I think that it does have
oh,
a vibe to The Burning Girls with there's certain references to bones and artifact things found in the woods.
oh,
I won't spoil it and tell you what they are, but
okay.
yeah, very creepy. Let's see how the people in the comments are doing. Things are good. Hi,
Hi,
Paula.
Paula.
Just things are really busy, slightly busier than usual because Paula's probably in the same position as me. We're building up to half term, so all the parents are
Yeah.
kind of buckling in and getting ready to get nothing done next week, but
Yeah, I
having
mean,
time.
I work at a university doing admin,
Okay.
and we're in the process for our students that are going through graduation. So I'm doing all the behind the scenes work. So it's very busy for me at the moment. So
Yeah, I
I just need
bet.
my evenings now to just chill so I can just switch off. So
Yeah. Do you get the uni holidays off, or do you carry on working
not
through those?
really, no. We have to take it off as annual leave, which is
Yeah,
really
okay.
annoying. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
it is how it is. So
Yeah, and at least I'm assuming that means you get a fair number of holidays.
oh
Like it
yeah,
probably is
yeah,
quite
yeah.
a
I
good
get plenty
amount.
of time off, but we don't get like the Easter break or we don't get
No.
the October holidays either.
Yeah.
So but
So you're working long stretches, but then you
I
get
do,
long
yeah,
stretches off.
unfortunately.
I get that. Well, let's see. So the comments are just freezing. Let's see if I can get this next one to come up. Oh, hello. It's nice to see somebody from Spain. That is good to know. I'm usually writing on here. I can't actually tell from the picture, so I don't want to vote. I don't want to offend you. Have you got any inklings? I think I
I
might leave that there.
yeah,
It's too hard to judge on a picture, Miriam.
yeah.
Oh, it looks so good, doesn't it, Caroline? I hope it's as good as I think it's going to be. I really enjoyed the last Fear Street film. And I don't remember reading this Fear Street book, so I think I might. Have you read any Fear Street, Claire?
No, I'm not a huge fan of horror movies. Like I can read horror, but horror
Yeah.
movies I just can't watch. I'm such a
Yeah.
wimp.
So the first movie, I think it was in multiple parts. It was based on the Fear Street books from the 90s. And I read
Right.
them back in the 90s, but my friend Shelley, who I'm watching it with, she's got a book club, so she's been getting us to reread Point Horrors mainly,
Mhm.
but then the odd Fear Street books, and they are good, but they're those like, slasher types that are quite gruesome, but like really short.
Mhm.
So it's the book, yeah, I'd say don't try the films, but the books you might like. They're kind of a
Yeah,
short shock. They're good fun. I think you'd probably like them. So in the next
yeah.
sprint, are you going to carry on reading your book?
Probably, yeah. Well, because I'm kind of getting into it now, so I want to
Yeah.
try and make a bit more progress on it now. So, but it's really good. It's
Awesome.
just
Well,
the
I've got,
scrolls are just freaking me out. I don't like
yeah,
it.
I mean, I can't remember how long they continue or what actually happens with them, but yeah, I remember
Oh,
finding that really creepy. I think that the community interactions are really interesting to me in that book too. Like
yeah,
how the people respond to her being there is quite strange and a bit
yeah.
unnerving in some
I'm
cases.
definitely sensing that cultish vibe for sure.
Yeah, another one of her books delved into that a little bit as well. I can't remember which one. But yeah, I like the fact that she kind of taps into different aspects of horror, like vampires in the new one, and then kind of
Yeah,
cults
yeah.
and folk horror. She does, and her first one, The Chalk Man, was like the imaginary friend vibe. I think
Oh
she was one
God,
of the earlier people who
yeah,
did
that would
that.
freak me out. I think
Yeah, it's
like
really
something that
creepy.
isn't there, but you know
Yeah,
it's there. Oh, that would
yeah.
just freak me out.
Yeah,
No.
it's that, and it has a really chilling ending, that one too. It gives
Oh,
me like
oh
goosebumps to think
God.
about the ending. So
See, I'm
yeah,
already getting
maybe
shivers now.
build up to that one. I'd say
Yeah, I
that
mean,
one's
I'm
pretty
still
creepy.
trying to find my feet with getting into horror. I'm really enjoying the horror that I've read, but I'm still trying to find what I like. So I'm like
Yeah.
trying to find recommendations for kind of things that I like. So
Yeah, for me, horror, I'm quite narrow. I'm discovering that horror by women is normally a good call for me. So I really like Rachel Harrison. I really like, oh gosh, CJ Lead, who wrote Mayfly, which is quite extreme. Content warning, everybody.
oh,
Um, yeah, all the and T Kingfisher is a
hmm,
woman, which I discovered recently.
yeah,
So yeah, I think horror by women is quite a good place to start because I feel like it taps into kind of the feminine and horror and feminism and its connection with horror quite often. Rachel Harrison in particular does that really well.
yeah, yeah. I definitely need to try and expand because I've only really read Grady Hendrix, but that's more campy horror. So I don't
Yeah,
find that scary. I find that quite fun.
yeah.
So for me, it's not really scary. So I'm trying to find stuff where I'm like, oh, that's really good. I might try and find a bit more of that. But probably maybe like body horror kind of stuff, I'm not really that keen on. So I've kind of tried to avoid that if I can.
I think you'd like Rachel Harrison. Maybe avoid Such Sharp Teeth because that one is a woman transforming into a werewolf. So there is an aspect
Oh,
of body
okay.
horror to that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of body horror as you can imagine a werewolf being described. So like fur
Yeah.
coming out of skin and stuff like that. So it's not, I don't feel like that's extreme. Whereas don't read Mayfly because that is quite extreme body
Okay.
horror. For me, that was extreme. Yeah, I don't like anything to do with kids and I don't like stuff to do with grief and really sad horror where like people are
Yeah.
losing family members and everybody's really sad. I can't get into that. Um,
Um, yeah, I mean, I think grief, I'm mostly okay, but if it's quite heavy, then I do struggle with it. So yeah, probably like body horror, grief. Um, I'm not too keen on reading things about like sexual abuse or anything like that. I'm not too keen on that either. So it's just trying
yeah,
to
that
find
does. Yeah,
the kind of stuff
it can
that you
catch you
like.
off guard.
Yeah,
That one. I'm glad somebody warned me. In Ninth House, there's a random scene of that.
I didn't
And
really
I'm
like
really,
Ninth House, unfortunately.
yeah, I did like it. I didn't feel it was. I felt it was more dark academia than horror.
Yeah.
But I really didn't like that scene, and I'm glad I was warned because it did. Even though I knew it was coming, it kind of shocked me. So I
Mhm.
think with horror, definitely check your content warnings
Yeah,
and kind
for
of going on
sure.
recommendations, isn't it? Like I think, yeah, Rachel Harrison's a good one. I'm trying to think. There's somebody else that I've just discovered. Oh, Christina Henry is another good one.
Oh, yeah, I think I've read, I think it's one of her fairy tale
Oh,
retellings
okay.
that I've read, but I haven't tried any of her other ones.
Yeah, I
I
really
can't remember which
enjoyed.
one it was.
There's one that's something about good girls. Good girls don't die, I think it's called. That's the
Yeah,
only one I've read so far, and I thought that
yeah.
was great. I really
Mhm.
enjoyed it. And I've bought another one since one about a house, the house that horror built, or something
I
like
do
that, I
quite
think.
fancy that one, actually.
Yeah, yeah. So that I think that's gonna be the next one I'm gonna read of
Yeah.
hers. But I'll have a think if there's any
Yeah, well, you
more
need
I
to let
can
me
think
know
of.
what you think of it for sure.
Yeah, I will. Okay, let's do another sprint. I'm gonna nip upstairs and just check that small person's okay because I can hear a little bit of kerfuffle. Um, and then I'll come back and get on with a bit more work. So I will see you shortly.
Yep, no bother.
Oh, sorry, I was a bit slow
Hello.
off the mark there. How's it going?
Good, good.
Excellent. Well, I'm being really productive so far. Normally I stopped working the last sprint, but I think I'm going to carry on just because sorry, I've got a million reminders going off my phones. I'm like this close to getting done with everything I've got to do. So, how's your reading going?
Yeah, good. I read another 10%, so I'm at 61%.
Oh, you're definitely going to do it by
I
the end
read
of the month.
quite a creepy scene that it was with Flo. I don't know if you know that scene. It was quite a creepy scene.
Oh,
And I
I
was just
can't
like, I don't
remember.
know. This is just really, really creepy.
Like too creepy or good creepy?
I mean, good creepy, but it was
Okay,
really
good.
creepy.
Yeah, maybe I need to reread it. I can't remember. You know, like certain books, there's a specific scene where, like, instance around the house, there's famously one
I
really creepy
loved that.
scene.
That was such a good book.
I'm sure you know which scene I mean, don't you? In a particular room of the house, that
Mm,
you wouldn't expect there to be a ghostly happening in.
yeah,
I'll
I'm
message you
thinking of
about
like,
it.
oh god. It was just Other Mummy just creeped me out so much.
Yeah.
It was like I was going to actually try the audiobook and read along with the book, but I had to put the audiobook off because it just really creeped me out.
Yeah, too much atmosphere. I read that one myself, and I think that was probably the right thing to do.
And it was like,
I
because I
don't.
think the audiobook narrator, she was trying to read it as Bella, the 8-year-old girl, and she had like a child's voice, and it was just
Yeah.
like it's just too creepy. I'm just gonna read it physically. I can't listen to this because it was
Yeah,
really, really creeping me out.
I've not heard anyone talk about the audiobook. I'm glad I didn't read it that way. I didn't even think of that. I think the book was just about the level I could handle.
Yeah, but that's honestly, that was such a good book. That was probably like one of my only 5-star horrors that I've ever
Oh,
had.
really?
Yeah,
Well,
apart from Greedy
that's
Hendrix.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's the kind of horror I like, so that's really good. I know now that if
Yeah,
I
I definitely
recommend
want to
horror
try
to
more
you,
from Josh
you're
Malman
gonna
because I
like.
loved his writing style.
Yeah, same. I haven't read any others. I think Bird Box is kind of on my radar because that's the one that was made
Yeah,
into a
yeah, I'm
film.
quite interested in that one.
But yeah, I haven't read or really heard of any others. So yeah, I need to do a bit more research into him actually.
Mm.
Excellent. Are you okay to stay for another 30 minutes, Spring? Because I know you were thinking of
Yeah,
finishing.
sure, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Because it's 9:15 now, so I think finishing at 9:15 seems quite
Yeah,
reasonable.
yeah, that's perfect.
Brilliant. I'll pop 30 minutes on the timer and then we can catch up with comments after that. So I'll see you.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. That's it.
Hello.
First sprint's done. Oh, I didn't see your message. Sorry that I'd not shared the timer. So
That's
leave
okay.
that off. Thank you for trying. I think it's getting too late for me. I can't function.
Yeah, it's getting to that point for me as well.
How's the reading gone in that last one?
Yeah, really good. It's like ups the ante on the creepy factor now, and it was just like I was a scene with one of the stick dolls, and I was just, no, this is just too creepy. But I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, good. So how far are you into it now?
I'm at the 74% mark now, so
Ooh, you've
I'm
done
getting
so
close to
well.
the end. So I don't know how
Yeah.
this is going to go down.
That's like over 30% read today. That's really good.
Yeah.
Sprints work, right? I mean, they made me so productive.
100%. I can't read without sprints nowadays.
It's just, I think it's helpful for adult brain. When you've got so many other things to do, it's like, right, for this 40 minutes, I'm just reading or I'm just focusing on my work.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I'm really close to done. I've just literally got 2 emails to send, but I've done the work for them. I just need to copy and paste it in, check and hit send. So I think I'm nearly there. So thank you. It's been lovely to chat to you on screen, and thank you for keeping me
Yeah, it's been
productive.
really fun.
Yeah, well, definitely you're welcome to come back at some other point. Hopefully gonna have Kasha on next week. Kasha, if you're still around, I want you to come on. But yeah, I'll let you know over the next few weeks. I'm changing the days all the time, so I'll check when you're free and we can
Yeah, I mean, most evenings
line it
I'm
up.
usually free anyway, so, but
Awesome.
if you let me know, then I can come on, so.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, well, thank you people in the comments. It's gone quiet, so I'm going to
Yeah.
leave it there. Thanks so much again, Claire, and I'll see you all next time.
Yeah.